Hello and good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu swears in 2 new cabinet members. Federal government restates commitment to address menace of out-of-school children. On the foreign scene, rescuers find last missing hiker on Indonesia volcano. And in sport, former Super Eagles captain tips Victor Osimhen to win CAF Player of the Month. Pardon of the Year. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. New cabinet members have taken their oath of office as commissioner and special advisor in Lagos State. They are Mr. Abiodun Ogunleye as commissioner for energy and mineral resources, engineer Olufemi Darmola, special advisor on infrastructure. Speaking at the swearing-in ceremony at the Lagos House, Ikeja, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu urged the new members of the cabinet to hit the ground running and see their appointments as an opportunity to serve the residents of the state.
On behalf of our entire members, we want to welcome you into our fold. We want to say to you that indeed this is the highest decision-making body of Lagos State government, and we implement knowing fully what the responsibilities of the office are, what the expectations of the citizens are, and what our driving objectives are as a government. It's clear that you will add value. It's clear that you've been carefully chosen. It's clear also to us that indeed you have a pedigree that can very well take those your responsibilities to an enviable position.
In a vote of assurance, the newly sworn-in Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Abiodun Ogunleye, thanked Governor Sanwo-Olu for the opportunity to serve the state, pledging, on behalf of the Special Advisor on Infrastructure, Olufemi Darmola, their commitment to the realization of the Themes Plus developmental agenda of the state government. The federal and the Lagos state governments have urged residents of the Ibeju-Lekki local government area to support the reconstruction of Eleko Road to further the development of the area. Lagos State Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Oluyinka Olumide, who spoke at a stakeholders meeting in Alausa, said the project is important considering the fast pace of development in the Ibeju-Lekki corridor. Olumide stated that the successful execution of the project will enhance the standard of living in the area through the attainment of a more organized, orderly, and functional environment. He urged the residents to show understanding of challenges imposed by the project, including the removal of encroaching structures on the right-of-way, adding that provision was in place for compensation for the affected properties. The Federal Controller of Works in Lagos, Olukorede Kisha, said the road covering the stretch from Dangote Fertilizer Plant to Eleko Junction had been designed with rail lines and also to accommodate the envisaged traffic in the area. In its continuous efforts to rid the state of the menace of street trading, operatives of the Lagos Environmental Sanitation Corps, LAGESC, have dislodged street traders around a Greek area of Ikorodu. The Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources, in a statement, says the dislodgement was part of measures to sustain zero tolerance for street trading in the state. It says similar enforcements were carried out at Oshodi Mushin Road, Ojuelegba Road, Yaba Murtala Mohammed Way, Oyigbo under the newly constructed bridge, Inner and Outer Marina CMS, Victoria Island, and Lekki areas of the state. According to the statement, many of the defaulters were arrested in the course of enforcement and were handed over to the appropriate section for interrogation and prosecution. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has restated its commitment towards addressing the menace of out-of-school children in the country. Executive Secretary, Nigerian Educational Research Development Council, NERDC, Ismail Junaidu, said the menace must be immediately tackled. Junaidu said the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, had initiated a roadmap which, if strengthened and implemented, would go a long way in addressing the problems. He said there is also emphasis on skills acquisition, adding that no child will graduate from senior secondary schools without having a trade. The Nigerian government has signed a bilateral air services agreement, BASA, with Kuwait for the commencement of direct flights. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo, who made this known on his X handle, said the agreement was signed at the ongoing International Civil Aviation Negotiation event organized by the International Civil Aviation Organization in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This is coming 3 months after the Federal Executive Council approved the signing of the agreement between both countries. BASA is an air transport agreement between two countries that allows designated airlines to operate commercial flights covering the transportation of passengers and cargo. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has congratulated the former Minister of Works and All Progressives Congress APC chieftain, Senator Adeseye Ogunlewe, on the occasion of his 80th birthday, describing him as a vibrant politician. He said Senator Ogunlewe, who represented Lagos East Senatorial District in the 3rd Senate, is an epitome of dedication and selflessness in public service, party politics, and governance. Governor Sanwo-Olu, in a congratulatory message issued by his Chief Press Secretary, Boyega Akoshile, said Senator Ogunlewe, a member of the Governance Advisory Council, GAC, the apex leadership body in Lagos APC, has made a great impact in Lagos politics in the last 3 decades. The governor described Ogunlewe as a seasoned politician and an administrator who has used his positions for the development of Lagos State and Nigeria at various times, noting that the APC chieftain contributed immensely to the growth and development of Lagos State as a permanent secretary, distinguished senator, and minister. And now to foreign news. Rescuers have found the body of the last missing hiker from Sunday's volcanic eruption on Indonesia's Mount Merapi, bringing the death toll to 23. Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency says the final body was recovered on Wednesday. There were 75 hikers in the area during the eruption. Mount Merapi, which means Mountain of Fire, is among the most active of Indonesia's 127 volcanoes and is also popular among hikers. Anyway, from all that, now sports. Former Super Eagles captain Austin Okocha says Victor Osimhen deserves to win the 2023 CAF Men's Player of the Year. Okocha says Osimhen was the most consistent player last season and should win the award. Osimhen is among the 10 players shortlisted for the award. Mohamed Salah, Riyad Mahrez, Achraf Hakimi and Sadio Mane are among the other top nominees for the individual accolade. Osimhen led Napoli to its first Serie A title in 33 years last season, scoring 26 goals. And just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. And that's all for the news at 4. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supported 152 businesses and persons in the tech ecosystem under the Lagos Innovate program? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. 2 new cabinet members have taken their oath of office as commissioner and special advisor in Lagos State. The federal government has restated its commitment towards addressing the menace of out-of-school children in the country. We also told you that rescuers have found the body of the last missing hiker from Sunday's volcanic eruption on Indonesia's Mount Merapi, bringing the death toll to 23. And in sports, former Super Eagles captain Austin Okocha says Victor Osimhen deserves to win the 2023 CAF Men's Player of the Year. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.mg. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbolagun. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe.